Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley!
Breakfast, TV, outside. My cute little plants.
Wait. Open your crafting menu. Because this is something that we should do.
Okay, but not before I water the fucking plants.
Yes, please water the fucking plants.
The reason why we're here.
So one thing that this game does pretty well at the start, but then I have to say it's a little disappointing. It kind of putters out by like year 2 or 3. It actually, so go get those resources out of your box. It does a really pretty great job of establishing a threat in a non-hostile, non-battley scenario. You have no coal. Okay, well, go ahead and take the fibers out, and I know where you can get coal pretty easily. So go ahead and break rocks.
Okay.
And one of them should eventually. It seems like, I think as a nice little bonus to get you started, it seems like a lot of the ore on your farm is pretty rich in coal. So just you only need one piece. Okay. So just as soon as you have one, you can stop smacking rocks. So this game does a pretty great job of establishing something that's sort of antagonistic and is a little threatening, but it still is a farming game, primarily. Oh, there's a piece of coal.
Yes.
And that is crows. So...
this motherfucker.
Yeah. In Harvest Moon, there's weirdly a threat to your more expensive investment, and it's in the form of scary wolves, and you can just put it right about there, I'd say, and that should cover everything that you've planted. So yeah, great, right there, above that, and you have to move pretty close to place stuff. It's not like furniture. You have to be, yeah.
Oh, I see. It turns green.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and you're free to pretty much do whatever you want until about noon.
Okay.
While I explain some stuff. So, Harvest Moon establishes a threat to your livestock in the form of like wild dog attacks that happen at night. And you have to build fences to keep them away. There's a floppy little frog. I
know, they're so cute. I want to think that it's the same frog, and he just likes it here so much that he stays.
But occasionally, if you cut enough weeds next to one another, more than one frog will jump out. Is that just Shadow Clone? Okay, Ninja Frog.
Naruto Frog.
So, it's his coin purse.
It is! Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop now.
So, this game establishes a threat to your, to the product that you make that would be less tragic to lose one of.
Right.
Which I think is pretty smart. That said, I wonder why... So there are fences in the game, right? You can make fences and you can put them down. There's a piece of wood right over there at the corner of the busted building that you missed. There it is. Fences are in the game, but right now they're mostly just like a player-driven organizational tool. It's useful for subdividing your farm and containing wild grass growth. But really, it's mostly for you, because your animals, as far as I know, even your goats, they don't like eat your crops or anything, right? There's no real reason, because most of the time, what you kind of want to do is you want to take care of your animals while they're still in their coop or still in their barn, and then you want to let them run out into the wild. There isn't necessarily a reason to like fence them in. But I wonder if at some point in development, if there weren't like wild dog attacks. And maybe the developer just decided that it wasn't fun. Like losing animals like that.
Yeah.
I think that maybe a nice compromise would have been keeping the wild dog. You should plant that pine cone so that way you can pick up that piece of coal. Again, you have to be really close. You have to be adjacent to the square you want to plant it in.
Yeah, that is one thing that keeps throwing me about this.
Oh, well, you shouldn't. Oh, never mind. It won't grow correctly if you place it next to a tree.
I'm gonna have to fix it.
Sorry, could you say that a little more loudly?
I said, well, then I'm gonna have to fix it.
Could you say that a little less loudly? I think you just clipped the mic.
Well, then.
Oh, you're gonna fix it like that?
Yeah.
You're a monster.
What? You make room for the old with the new, just stories? I don't know.
Maybe shut up. Hold on, get the stump too. You didn't get the stump.
Oh.
Oh, but then there are those. What are you gonna do about those?
Probably drop the rocks, maybe?
No, put it all in your house and then come back and get the seeds, you brute. God.
You got it, mister, but you were in the middle of explainings.
Yes, I think it would have been, maybe a nice compromise would have been, because it's an interesting decision to take out the established sort of antagonist. Which were like the wild dog attacks that can mess with your expensive thing. I think it was a smart decision too, because seeing a crow like feasting on one of your like mostly ripe parsnips is like, oh, you crow, get out of my lawn.
Yeah.
Get out! Like I instinctively like run at it, sword drawn. I'm like, la 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 la. So I wonder about like, why not have the animal attacks? Why not have like a compromise where maybe like the first time, or maybe there's like there's a grace period. No,
what if they just spooked everybody? Like if it put your animals in a bad mood.
I actually think that that's usually how it worked in like Harvest Moon 64, for example. I don't think that they would kill your animals. I think that they would just upset them, and I think whenever your animals were like upset enough or they got sick enough from being sad, then they could die. I don't remember if there was like a direct cow was attacked by dog, cow died from being attacked by dog, like connection, right?
Right.
I think it was more like cow was attacked by dog, cow got super sad, cow died from sadness.
Oh, you can do that?
Harvest Moon cows usually die from sadness, yeah. That's normally what happens. Would you please go get the seeds? That was the whole reason of going to the box. Nope. Now we're off schedule. You need to go straight to the saloon as soon as you can. After maybe dumping some of that junk in the box. Okay, so I think that maybe if... Oh, you're starting to feel exhausted. You're using the wrong button. Oh God, you can't just swing your axe around all willy-nilly. Stop it! You're gonna break your box. Oh, this is the most stressful experience.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh so much, but it's a little funny. Let me put my no. You put my watering can on. No, let me put my nothing on.
Put your scythe on, because the scythe I don't think uses energy.
Okay.
The worst possible thing I think is seems to be equipping your fishing rod and accidentally casting it, because you normally cast it into open ground. Get that daffodil? Dandelion. Hey, at least I was hesitant. I knew I was probably wrong. Because that's a dandelion, right? The little yellow one?
That's a daffodil.
Then what's that?
The thing I just picked up is dandelion.
What did I say?
You said daffodil.
Then what's that?
The thing in my inventory?
Yes.
That is a dandelion.
Okay, then what did I say to pick up for? I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Okay, you're fucking with me now,
At
aren't
this
you?
point, yeah. Okay, so go over to the right, and I'm going to finish up my animal thing. I think it probably would have been okay, and here, pause it here for a minute. I think it would have been okay if maybe like the first time an animal was attacked, if that was like the tutorial, right? Mm-hmm. If it happens, then Marnie would approach you and be like, "You gotta keep your animals fenced in. You can't leave them out at night, because wild dogs will get them." And then after that first time, where it's always just like a false alarm situation, after that, I think that there should be like a chance, like the more they like you, the less likely it is to be damaging. Maybe if cows love you, like they're better, like they're kung fu cows that fend off their attackers. So I think that probably like the smaller the animal, the less likely they are to be okay after an attack. And the less they like you, the less likely they are to be okay after an attack. And probably at worst, I think the worst thing that you should probably be looking at is a stern talking to from Marnie. And then several days where they are under the care of Marnie and aren't giving you any product, and then they basically like reset their affection for you. So you don't feel the sting of losing an animal. Because I have to assume that it was just because losing a whole animal wasn't very fun. Because
I know I would be pissed and sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's okay if it's sad. It should be sad. You fucked up. You let your animal get attacked by a dog because you didn't fence them in. And that's why there's that one freebie.
Yeah.
Because then you know better. After the game has told you, after the game has made it clear, if you leave animals outside unfenced and the doors aren't closed, they may get screwed up by animals. Like by wild dogs or wolves or whatever, right?